Coming to you live from the Cowboys headquarters in Frisco. Deep in the heart of Texas, it's the Star at Night.
Wow, dramatic much?
Why are you getting in the way of my intro?
You mean our intro? We're your hosts. I'm Kelsey Charles.
And I'm David Hellman.
Okay, let's just start this show now.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Star at Night. Your hosts, Kelsey Charles and David Hellman. And to go ahead and quote a movie that I have never seen before, Dave, are you not entertained? This Dallas Cowboys team going into New England, coming away with a win, defeating Bill Belichick for the first time since he was a head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I mean, historic figures across the board. He's just dumbfounded that I just quoted Gladiator.
Well, we're synced up because much like the team, we're just clicking because I was gonna quote something else which you do know.
Oh.
The philosopher poet's Third Eye Blind.
Wow.
They said they're looking for something to get them through this semi-charmed kind of life. How's that for a semi-charmed kind of life? Even when it sucks, the Cowboys still find a way to win. Let's go.
I mean, what an entertaining game. A roller coaster, dare I say. Cowboys get the win.
I don't know if roller coaster even does it justice. Maybe like a Tower of Terror type of situation.
100%.
Like from the very top to the bottom and back again. My God, yeah.
I need some of your takeaways, Dave, because
Okay.
you were there. I was so proud of Cowboys Nation showing up. Coop was making plays. I could hear them cheering for him. Trayvon Diggs has more touchdowns than his brother. Randy Gregory was flying around the field.
Yes.
I mean, Dak had a historic game.
Let's start there.
Literally.
Some people tried to argue with me about this. Dak Prescott, I thought that was one of the finest games of his entire career. And I completely understand that he threw an interception, fumbled a quarterback sneak.
Sure.
But just against a defense like that, against Bill Belichick, to just find a way to make it work. And it's quintessential Dak. He gets hurt throwing the game-winning touchdown. He doesn't even get to, of course he enjoyed it, but not even to the fullest extent because he's dealing with this caster. I thought he was nails in this game, man, overcoming all that adversity.
Put some respect on my man's name. I mean, are we done with this argument at all that he's not a top-tier quarterback? Literally, I remember when we had time left on the clock after New England scored, and I said, dare I say that he's a quarterback that you don't want to give him time left in the game?
He is that guy. It does help that he's got some really talented options. How about the CD Lamb game? The best game of his career. I don't think you can even argue with that.
100%.
The game winner, the toe tap touchdown in the back of the end zone, 150 yards. This is what we were talking about in training camp. This is what we were talking about in training camp when we said he was ready to take over.
I have to say, CeeDee Lamb was incredible, but I was also just so proud of the guys that stepped up. We talked about this with Bill Belichick. He's going to make you beat him with the guys that are the third and fourth receivers on your team. And Cedric Wilson, whether or not he actually finished it, he actually had himself a nice game overall. I have to give him props.
Cedric Wilson, I doubt you're watching. It's the bye week. You've got better stuff to do. But this is for you, man. I'm giving you your flowers. The stat line doesn't look that amazing, 4 catches, 40 yards,
Sure.
but just the stuff that this guy has done in Michael Gallup's absence, that 4th and 4 catch,
That mattered.
he saved the game. What an amazing effort. And just the versatility. He's scored touchdowns in other games. They haven't missed a beat without Michael Gallup, and that's not a knock on Mike at all.
Right.
It's a testament to how much depth they have. Cedric, you're going to make more plays this season, but I just want to take the time to say, good on you, man.
All right, so you're going to give flowers to Ced. I want to give a flower to my guy, Randy. Maybe also a glass of wine while we're at it, because the man's had himself a game. On top of him just getting to the quarterback and being so disruptive, Trayvon Diggs, he did it again. Are you even kidding me?
We're about to end this segment, and we just mentioned Trayvon Diggs. 7 interceptions in 6 games. What else? What is there left to say about a guy who is a legitimate threat to set the NFL interception record? You have to consider that a possibility at this point. The fun keeps rolling. We'll give out some more flowers. I assume he can have this if you want it.
So much.
We will be right back. We got plenty more going on in this bye-week edition. Our buddy Barry Church is going to stop in. Stay with us.
Cowboys Star at Night is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys. AT&T. And by Favor, the official on-demand food delivery partner of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Nobody does sports like Sports Day. Your home for complete Dallas Cowboys coverage.
I'm really excited about this one. We sort of have the week off, right? I mean, it's the bye week. We're still working, whatever. We decided to catch up. My old co-host, I don't know, Barry
Yes.
Church.
Yes.
You don't know him.
Thank you.
The legend, my favorite 42.
Oh, the original.
I just want to. I felt that way before we started working together.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I just want to clarify.
I did too, for the
Glad.
record, too.
I'm a big Hellman fan as well, so I mean, it's just.
Do you think I upgraded? Or, like, should this be you and me, or I mean, what do you think?
I think you guys would make the perfect combination. I mean, it's
Wow.
it's a match made in heaven.
Look at this guy.
Kiss the baby. Kiss the
love
baby.
him.
It's over with. It's
We love
over
him.
with.
He's come so far. He was a playmaker on the field. He's dynamite on the camera now, it's why we brought you here, Barry.
Okay. All right.
We got some time to take a breath and analyze where this season's going. Can't help but notice you played for the Cowboys for a while. You spent a year in Jacksonville, and they went to the AFC title game.
We did.
You've been on 3 teams that have kind of been on a roll like this. As a guy that's done it, when do you kind of start feeling that way?
I would say once you rip off about maybe 3 or 4, you start to get that momentum rolling. And then you see how deep this team is right now. And at times before, we would see if a tackle went down or, if an important piece on the defensive side of the ball went down, like a Sean Lee, then everything would just go down the drain. But here, we're so extremely deep that, Tyron Smith, he misses some time last week. Naseki walks in, and he does a pretty good job. And we've seen what Terrence Steele has been able to do with Collins' absence. So to me, this team is extremely deep, and you can tell they're on the run right now. They're on their way. They just got to keep that foot on the gas, and hopefully this bye week doesn't throw anything off.
Do you have I'm putting you on the spot a little bit.
All right.
Sorry, but do you have a memory? It can be any of the 3. It can be
Okay.
Jacksonville, 16, 14 here in Dallas. Do you just have a memory of a moment where you were like, oh, damn, like we got something here?
To me, it's got to be, and I was talking about this in the Hanging with the Boys podcast, but it was a Philly game. I think it was Sunday Night Football, Dak's rookie year. And it kind of like changed the whole scheme of things that were going on because Romo was supposed to come back from his injury. And I felt like if we lost that game, then Dak would have probably ended up taking the back seat. Romo would have came back in. But it happened. It was like a 3rd and 3 on, I believe, on their maybe 45-yard line. Sean Lee makes a great tackle, -3, takes him out of field goal range, punts the ball back to us. Dak takes it down the field, touchdown. Overtime comes, down the field again, touchdown. And that kind of sealed the deal for Dak being that guy and the franchise quarterback for our team at that point. And once that happened, I mean, it just took off from there. The rest of the time, I think we won the rest or maybe lost 1 game during the road. But for the most part, that to me was basically the crescendo. That closed the door on Romo and basically opened the door as Dak being that franchise guy.
Okay, so we talk a lot about the players on the field, and McCarthy was always, last year especially saying, I just want to get the right pieces in the building, right?
okay.
But you've been through your fair share of coordinators and coaching changes. So,
Oh, yeah.
Obviously last year was rough. I mean, when I say the bar was on the floor, the bar was on the floor, okay? And we obviously had talent, but talk about what Dan Quinn and the impact that he's had on this team and truly how much do you think he's brought to the table?
I think he's brought an extreme amount to this table. I think he's the biggest free agent acquisition we got all this offseason because the guys believe in what he's preaching out there. No matter what it is, they believe in him and his game plan, and he has these guys flying around. And the more importantly, he has them taking the football away. I think they're +7 in the takeaway category right now, and to me, that's the most important stat in football. So he's bringing that belief to this team, and it kind of reminds me of a time in 2013 when we had a guy by the name of Monty Kiffin as our coordinator, and we were historically bad that year because nobody kind of believed in that cover 2 system. Nobody believed in what he was preaching out there, and then we flipped that forward to 14. We got Rob Marinelli coming there, takes over as DC, and we believed what he was preaching out there, and he got us flying around, taking the football away, similar to what these guys are doing this year. So I think Dan Quinn has done an amazing job of changing that culture and getting the most out of his players.
You had a few interceptions over the course of your career.
Just a couple here and there.
Which, I mean, I hate to compare anybody to what Trayvon Diggs is doing right now.
He's
but
almost taking my career interceptions away, like in a season.
I didn't want to say it, but you said it yourself, so it's fine. I'm just, as a DB, and I know you didn't play corner, so maybe it's not completely fair, but how do you even quantify that level of confidence and what you're able to see to be able to do that on a week-in, week-out basis?
He just has so much sauce, so much swag, so much confidence to his game right now that he's baiting guys. I mean, he's baiting these quarterbacks. I mean, he reminds me kind of an Asante Samuel Sr. when he played with Philadelphia and New England, to where he was a gambler. He gambled a lot. He got beat a lot, but he also made extreme plays out there. And I think that's what Diggs is doing right now. He's just in his bag as far as you can throw at whatever you want at me. Double moves, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go get this football. And he turns into the receiver when the ball's in the air. And I think that's what separates him a lot from these other corners, is just his ball skills and his just being this want to get the ball. When it's in the air, they say 50-50 ball. No, to him, it's when it's in the air, that's my ball, and I'm going to come down with it. So he's taking his game to leaps and measures that I didn't think he would be able to this early in his season. Now, is he perfect? No. I mean, he's definitely got some things to work on, but the guy is playing at an elite level. And right now, I can't think of 3 corners in the NFL that are playing better than Trayvon Diggs.
Ooh. All right, one more before we get you out of here.
Okay.
I need the real answer. I need the truth.
All right, then I'll give it to you as best I can.
Teams on a roll. Bye week coming up. Are you like, man, we got something good here. I'm going to chill. I'm going to take it easy at the house. Or are you like on the jet to Vegas?
Barry's like, are we done with
No,
this
we're
now?
not
Like,
done. I need the truth.
Are we talking young church or are we talking veteran church?
Both. Very quickly. Give
Very
me both.
quickly. Okay, young church, I'm in the streets. I'm in Vegas somewhere. I'm doing something, I'm getting out of this place. But veteran church, I need to rest myself. I need to get my feet need to be, a little bit better. I needed to make sure I took care of my body. But young church, I'm in them streets easily.
So we're hoping that the 2021 Cowboys are like veteran church.
Be a vet church. Don't
Be a vet
young
church, Cowboys. We'll be right back after this.
This segment was brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Nobody does sports like Sports Day. Your home for complete Dallas Cowboys coverage. This segment is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, so we kept Barry around.
Hey.
Yeah, listen, why not? It's the bye week. You're just hanging out.
I was hanging out with my fellow friends
It's
over here.
perfect. Okay, so we're going to play a game with y'all because what else? Like, we love this game. It's fun. It's a little bit of guess who, okay?
Just like making me look stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I decided to pin you against a veteran here and one who's worked and actually played in the league. So you guys, I'm going to give you a hint, and then you have to guess which player it is.
But see, here, I like my odds here because, like, players play, but they don't pay as much attention as writers.
You're right about that.
Yeah,
You are right.
yeah.
All right, let's get the first hint coming up. Producer Caden. Okay, guess who? This player is a 7-time Pro Bowler.
I mean, that does not narrow it down very well at all.
These are the players that we're going to be facing for the rest of our season.
I know
So
that,
that's
but there's a lot of great players on the schedule. Can I mean,
you have to guess.
I have to guess based on that.
Yes. This is
No, there's another hint coming up, and I need. I mean, if you want me to take a stab.
Oh, look, we have a great producer.
Okay.
Two hints. Okay.
See, I was gonna say Patrick Peterson, so I'm glad I didn't.
I was going to say
Super
Matt
Bowl-
Ryan, but
Super
he
Bowl
wasn't.
MVP.
Super Bowl MVP. Who have they even? Ooh, I'm gonna guess Von Miller.
Barry.
Hey!
He's right.
Dave.
I'm the best.
Way to go.
I'm
Best
down,
at this.
right now.
Matt Ryan was a good guess, though. Okay, let's do the next one then. Let's see what we got next. All right, so first clue for this player that this team's going to face.
That's an easy one.
This person has 1,400 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns as a rookie.
I'll let you have.
Pick me.
Okay.
Jefferson.
Oh.
Are we accepting
Justin
last name? Oh, there we go.
I just want to
Okay.
put it out there. There it is.
Who went?
Let's go.
Where'd he go to school though?
LSU.
I feel like you knew that because you are very close friends with one Daniel McCurdy.
that is why.
He'd be so proud. I mean, you
would.
would be proud too, obviously, Dave.
Tigers though.
Oh, okay, all right. So we're 1 for 1. Each one has a point. Let's do another one because we got a little bit of a tiebreaker. Come on, I
Okay.
can let you guys tie.
Oh my God.
This player is a former first-round pick who is on his 5th team.
Oh.
I've been so focused on the bye week, I'm even struggling to think, like, who's after this.
Well, we do have another hint, too, because I just feel like
Yeah, I need one
this
more.
player is tied for the NFL record of longest kick return.
that doesn't help.
I know.
Yards.
No.
Pick me.
Let's
I
go,
know,
Barry.
Pick me. Cordell Patterson. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Dave,
Oh.
how does it feel?
It hurts, honestly. It
To
hurts.
have a big, you know how you hold the L for LSU? I'm gonna let you hold
It actually,
this L.
it hurts a lot.
because,
It hurts a lot because I cover the draft in the offseason, and I loved. I don't even think of Cordarrelle Patterson as a Falcon. He's
been all over the
killing it over there, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
I'm
How's it
embarrassed.
feel?
It feels amazing.
Okay, great.
You know, I just want to thank everybody who
Yep.
just, had my back.
I
for
talked
this
trash
situation.
before
I
the
love it.
segment even started, and I lost to him.
Man.
All right, well,
Humiliating.
big thanks to Barry for coming in and kicking Dave's butt because let's all face it, we needed that. But you know who also is kicking some butts? One guy who owns the city of Chicago. We're going to talk about him coming up next.
This segment is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, Dave. So we're going to keep this train rolling. We've been playing a game with you guys this entire season, and it's just because of the bye week doesn't mean we're going to stop.
We could, though.
No, we're not going to. So
It's not fun if I'm not winning.
You're always not fun, and I'm winning, and so we're gonna keep going because I like being in first place. Fans, we need y'all to step up because the perfect scenario is me first, you guys second, and Dave last, where
This
he
sucks.
deserves.
Look at me, I'm mediocre.
It's fine. LSU is too, so welcome to the club. All right, let's go into Aaron Rodgers, someone who's not mediocre. Wow, words are hard. I gotta know, Dave, over under. Aaron Rodgers, who owns Chicago, 299.5 passes.
You like that video, huh?
I really do.
I'm going
Swaggy.
over. Washington's defense is maybe the surprise of the season in terms of how bad they are.
I know.
Rodgers gets them at home. They have a front that can limit the run. Green Bay runs a lot more than they probably get credit for. But I'm going to go over because I think Rodgers can take advantage of that secondary.
I'm going to go over too because I just think he's going to light the world on fire. And he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder right now. And listen, it might be his last season at Green Bay, so he just feels like showing up. All right, the fans also took the over as well, so we are in good company. Moving on to the next one, NFC East wins. All right, so Rodgers is facing Washington. And I got to know, Dave, you've got a couple matchups to look forward to this week. NFC East wins over under 0.5. So let me just make sure I recap those. Washington versus Green Bay, Eagles and Raiders, the Bisaccia Fighting Raiders, Giants and Panthers.
I know how this goes. And that's the universe isn't going to let you have all good things. I really am never fun, right?
You really are.
I'm going to go under because as huge as it would be to see everybody lose while the Cowboys sit at home, the league's just not that easy.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. I think Green Bay probably beats Washington. I would guess the Raiders look like they're playing hard for our guy, Rich Bisaccia.
Yes, they are.
But the Panthers are frauds. Like, the Giants can find a way to win that game. Something's going to happen, so I'm going over. I think at least one of these teams finds a way to win.
I'm going under because I definitely do not believe that the NFC East is good other than us. All right, so because in the spirit of not having fun, you guys also agree with me and thought that they
This
under
is how
as well.
I get separation when
It's
I'm
totally
right.
fine, Dave. Let's continue this trajectory, though, because it is kind of fun having overtime games. We've had 11 this season thus far.
For yourself.
Unbelievable. I mean, literally, yeah, I know. I'm not.
You're talking about people yelling "coop" at the game. It was like poop for pooping my pants.
Okay,
No,
that's a
very, very stressful.
I need to know, Dave, over under how many overtime games this week? 1.5.
I'm going under. There were 2 last week. It's not going to happen 2 weeks in a row. Actually, it probably will, but I'm going under anyway.
All right, I'll take the under too, just because I definitely agree with you, and I'd hate for you to have a mess on your hands. Also, the fans, they
good.
agree with us.
Cool.
They're under as well, so looking forward to beating you again.
That does it for under review, and it's good timing because enough fun in games, Kels. When we come back, we got a very important announcement.
Cowboys Star at Night was brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys, AT&T, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
You're probably all wondering why I've called you here, called this press conference today. I just wanted to get out in front of a storyline. I'm tired of the tweets. I'm tired of fielding phone calls. I need to sleep too, people. I get it. My beloved LSU football program is in need of a head coach after mutually agreeing to part ways with Ed Orgeron. Look, I'm flattered. It's cool being part of a news cycle, but we need to get this out of the way. I am not going to be the head coach of the LSU football Tigers. It's an honor to be considered. They're dear to my heart. Love them forever. But I got a job. That's covering the Dallas Cowboys, who are having a pretty nice season themselves. I can't afford any distractions. I can't afford to divert my attention. I got a job. I got a team, and I'm excited about the opportunity that's in front of this damn strong football team moving forward.
I'm sorry, I leave for 1 minute and this is what we're doing?
This is my show. I can do what I want. You got to ruin everything I try to do. Like every time I try to get outside the box, this is what happens.
All right, guys. So David Hellman had something to say, but we as Cowboys Nation have something to say to all our haters. Producer Caden, roll the tape. We'll see you guys next week.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still involved. Woo, hey!